Okay, so my name is Jaisa, and I wanted to come on here and record a vision that I had a while back. I got the courage to do it because everybody else is sharing their prophetic dreams and visions. Might as well share mine, right? So, anyway, so I had a vision that the Most High, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, gave me before I had came into the truth. I came into the truth around April of this year. Um, yeah, he brought me into it. But before he brought me into it, I had a vision of what my cousin, who was in the truth for 4 years, she believes that this is the kingdom of heaven. So I had this dream, this vision, sorry. I had this vision of me. Uh, the setting was me in this unfamiliar place. I've never been to this place before, but I remember standing on the outside of this gigantic kingdom. It was this beautiful kingdom, and the pavements were gold, and most of the building was gold. Um, this castle was gold. It was gold everywhere, and I was just marveled at how beautiful it was. And I was a part of this vision. I was actually there with these other people. So as I'm looking around, I'm marveled. I see a gang of black people. It's just a lot of them, a whole bunch of them, and now I see myself with them, and I'm not myself. I'm not who I used to be. Like I was beautiful. I mean, not to say I wasn't beautiful now, but I was like really attractive, and they were attractive too. Everybody was super flawless and amazing, and everybody was married. All the women were married. That was something that stood out. Everybody was married, and we were all grateful and happy being under our husbands. And there was a bunch of children in the streets. They were like running around, laughing and having fun, and they had no worries. Like we didn't have any worries. They didn't have no worries. It was all beautiful. And then I remember that we all had one mind. All the black people, we all had one mind. Even the children who were born, they all had one mind as well. And they all knew exactly what it was that we did to cause us to go into bondage for all these, throughout history. Like we went through bondage, and we all knew what the other races did to us, and it was just a strong hatred. Like we hated them, and but we loved each other. We loved each other, and we really loved each other. Like I've never seen us love each other so much. It was so beautiful, so beautiful. We loved each other, but we hated everybody else. And we were all immortal. Like it was people who were like 100 years old, but they didn't look 100 years old. They looked very extremely young. Like they looked like they were in their 20s. They were so young looking, and but we were the only ones who were like that. Everybody else wasn't like that, and but you could decide to die if you wanted to. If you didn't want to live, you could decide to die. You could make that choice. But anyway, that was also something that stood out a lot in a vision. And then on one side of the vision, so we're in this, like I said, it's like this kingdom looking thing. Like it's very beautiful, and we were there. We were there walking amongst it, living amongst it. And then on the other side, it was a group of white people, like a lot of white people actually. They were behind this fence, like this gate, like this really nice gate. They were behind it, and they didn't get to enter. Um, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they didn't get to enter, but we got to enter on the other side, and they were just really vexed. They were so jealous. They were so jealous to where they had strong hatred as well. Like the same way we had one mind as black people, they had one mind as white people. They hated our ass. Like they hated the fact that we were, I don't know, like they were just really jealous. And it was some who who were very like remorseful for what they did to us. They like were very ashamed. And then it was other white people who were plotting. They were plotting on how to take over again. And they were like plotting in secrecy, and they would try to like carry out their plans, but it would always fall through. It would never get carried out. So then the scene changed, and then we're on this. So I'm no longer a part of the vision, but I'm looking at this spacecraft looking thing, and it's a bunch of black people that's about to get off of it. But before they got off of it, before they even got to this other place, this other nation, it was like a nation where it was a bunch of like Chinese looking people with flat faces and big ass heads. We had went there, and they had got word that we were coming, and they were super excited for our arrival. They were so excited. They're like, "Oh my God, they're coming! They're coming! They're coming!" And they got everything ready for us to come. They got like the best of wine, the best food, the best of everything, because they knew that we were coming, and they were just super excited. And then everybody who was Asian like gathered around, waiting for us to come. It was so many of them. And then we touched down, and they got off this aircraft thing, and then now I'm a part of the vision again. So I'm getting off the aircraft, and I'm walking with my husband. He's in front of me, and they started bowing. All of the people, all of these flat-faced bitches, all started bowing. They were all bowing, and they were just like all on their knees, and they started like kissing, my husband's feet, and other men. They started kissing their feet, and we just started walking and whatever. And it was very clear. It was very clear. Like this is something that stood out in this particular vision. They were saying that it's two things. It's one or two things of the reason why we go to visit other nations. One of the reasons could be because they're coming for correction. The black people were coming to correct them. That stood out. And there was another reason that they were so excited about. Whenever they heard that we were coming to like give them gifts or to bless them, they were super excited. So it was one of two things. We were coming for correction, or we were coming to bless you. So when we were coming to bless them, they were so excited. They still, got everything ready, even if they were coming. They didn't know whether we were coming for correction or we were coming for blessings. They always acted the same way. They were super excited, and everybody reverenced like the black people, and everybody was on like had their faces towards the ground, and they were all bowing, and they were super excited because the men would bless them. They would come in, like, give them blessings and all these different things. So that was the end of the vision. I just felt like I should share it because it's been heavy on my mind, but I feel like it wasn't my place to share it. But my cousin told me to share it because she was saying that sounds just like the kingdom of heaven. So I decided to go ahead and share it, and I hope that this helps anybody else who needed some encouragement or whatever. And I would also like to get some edification on this vision, because it's not very clear to me, especially someone who just came into the truth. So if you would like to share my video, please go ahead and do so, and please give me some help. And with that being said, thank you for watching it. Shalom.